All right, your fretting hand. Your fretting hand is placed underneath the guitar neck like this, wrapping your fingers around so it could have access to these frets. Now, the big question is, where's your thumb? As you can see, my thumb is on the back side of the neck. When I have access to these strings, say like the low E string right over here, the thick string, my thumb kind of moves along with it. As you can see, if I'm going down this way, my thumb is kind of going on the other side of the neck right over here. Again, when I go up like this to access the thicker strings, my thumb is moving up on the side of the neck, the back side of the neck like this. When I go all the way to the other side of the guitar neck, like to the thinner strings, the thumb kind of follows it a little bit. So it's free to move around a little bit on the back of the neck like this. The fingers are kind of in a flatter type of shape right over here. What I mean by that is watch what I do with my thumb right here. I'm gonna take my thumb, I'm gonna put it over the neck like this, wrapping the webbing of in between my thumb and my index finger. The webbing kind of goes up against the back of the neck like this, and this is that second grip that I play with. When I grip it like this, as you can see, the fingers are kind of curled. They're kind of curled. They're not flat like, say, this, right? Now, observe, when you have a grip like this, you have this gap right over here in between, with the webbing of your thumb and your pointer finger. There's a gap. When I have my thumb going over the neck like this, that gap closes. So just keep these things in mind. Now, if you're having trouble with bar chords, this is probably the better grip, is when your thumb is on the back of the neck like this, not closed webbing like this. Not closed webbing, but have the thumb on the back of the neck like this. Therefore, the fingers are flatter, and you could bar your chords. You could play these notes, all 6 strings, with one finger because your fingers are flat. So keep that in mind when you're playing your bar chords and you're practicing it. Is your thumb right here, right? Or is your thumb right here? Now, when it's like this, it's hard to play these bar chords. You can't have big reach, stuff like that. Right? There's pros and cons to both grips. When your thumb is up here, you could access these notes on the guitar with your fingertips. Right? So if you're playing a note, like any fret, and you want to play, say, the string that your finger is fretting, you could still play the next string without it being hindered by your flesh of your own finger. So you're on the very tip of the finger, so you could play both of those notes. You could try it, just like, you could hear both of those strings. But if I was like this, if I take my thumb and I put it this way right here, it's more of a flatter finger shape with the fretting fingers. So if I play that same exact note, it's not really going to work because of my own flesh is touching that next string, because of the nature of the finger being flat. Right? So there's the advantage to having the thumb over like this is you could play on your fingertips, and you have a stronger grip. You could grip this neck harder, right? So therefore, my bends are a little bit more stable when I have this grip. Like when I'm playing blues or something like that. Like you could bend these notes a little bit more stable. When it's like this, right? When the grip is like this, you could still do it, but it's a different feel. So different things to think about when you're gripping your guitar.